So let me tell you all something. I just had a moment. I really had a moment just now, and it was like a sad moment for me in a way, but it was like reflective because it gave me some clarity. And it's not like I haven't thought about this before, but I'm really convinced of this more than ever. We have a problem. We have a significant cultural problem in the Black community when it comes to the idea of building wealth and getting things done, like doing stuff and creating stuff. Um, I was watching how people move. I was watching people operate. There's a politician I like a lot. She's out of Ohio named Nina Turner. She's a Democrat, I think, and but she's not controlled by the Democrats. Like she's a broad thinker, and I really like what she says. I'm convinced that she cares about Black people. And I heard her say something about Target, and she was really mad at Target because basically she was saying Target is racist and this is it. And I listened. I said, okay. And then I listened to the debate between. This is all political. I'm not here to. I don't have a political conversation because that's not what our goal is today. But I saw that a debate with Stephen A. Smith and Jasmine Crockett, the politician. And Stephen A. was saying you should work with the government. Jasmine was saying but they're racist, and that became kind of a thing. And then I saw another thing where there was a guy who worked with the singer Chris Brown, and he was saying that he was on a show and he had an EBT card, and he said, "I wrote hits for Chris Brown, and I have an EBT card. How dare you?" And everyone said, "Oh, that's terrible. That's wrong. He did him dirty. This guy wrote hits for you, and he's on welfare, etc." But then I saw him on another episode of a BET show called Blue the Bag, which is all about black men throwing money away, like just black men blowing the bag. That's what it means to say blew the bag, right? And uh, and then I started thinking about relationships, and I started thinking about just black families and the inability collectively to come together and form families and keep the families together. And the way the debates sound between men and women over relationships and that's an interesting conversation, right? And it doesn't lead to resolution of or family structure in a lot of cases. It leads to kind of this chaos, and it's something I've just seen on the ground as well. And you know what I thought about? Here's what I thought about. And then here's the last thing that happened to me. All this happened at once in the last 2 hours. I said, I got to share this in class so it can start the foundation of what we talk about. Then I saw a video from Malcolm X, and Malcolm X said something that sounded really simple on the surface. He said, if immigrants can come to the country 10 years ago and pull their little nickels and pennies together and save their nickels and pennies and build businesses with that money and own real estate with that money and build family wealth together, why can't we do that too?